The Samsung Galaxy A55, Samsung's most premium mid-range smartphone of 2024, has been spotted on the Geekbench benchmark website, and it's running Android 15. This appearance reveals some exciting details for Galaxy A55 owners, especially regarding its future with One UI 7.0 and Android updates. As confirmed by the benchmark, the Galaxy A55 will receive Android 15 as the first of its 4 major Android OS upgrades. That's right, Samsung is continuing its impressive commitment to software support, ensuring a long life cycle for its devices. While the official release of One UI 7.0 is slated for 2025, this early benchmark citing hints at the active development of this next big update. The Galaxy A55 now joins its predecessors, the Galaxy A53 and A54, which were also spotted on Geekbench running Android 15 earlier this year. It's clear that Samsung has been testing Android 15 on both flagship and mid-range devices for quite some time. Interestingly, multiple benchmarks for the Galaxy A55 running Android 15 have appeared as of November 16, 2024. This could mean that Samsung has accelerated the development of One UI 7.0 for this device. However, it's essential to manage expectations. Despite the progress, One UI 7.0 won't officially roll out until next year, so there's still some waiting ahead. For those wondering if they'll get an early taste of Android 15, there's some hope. Samsung often conducts beta programs for its major updates, and the Galaxy A55 might be included in a One UI 7.0 beta program later this year. However, this is purely speculative at this stage. Samsung's priority will likely remain its flagship devices such as the Galaxy S24, S24 Plus, and S24 Ultra. These flagship models are expected to be the first in line for the beta program and the final update rollout. The benchmark citing of Android 15 is a promising sign for Galaxy A55 owners. It indicates that Samsung is actively preparing its mid-range lineup for the future of Android. This approach aligns with Samsung's goal of delivering a consistent user experience across its device portfolio, from budget-friendly models to flagship powerhouses. If the beta program does extend to the Galaxy A55, it would allow select users in certain countries to test out Android 15 and One UI 7.0 before the official release. This would not only give them an early glimpse of new features, but also help Samsung gather valuable feedback to refine the update. As for One UI 7.0 itself, details are still under wraps, but it's expected to bring significant improvements to both performance and functionality. Combined with Android 15's advancements, users can look forward to an even more polished and feature-rich experience. In summary, while the Galaxy A55's Geekbench appearance running Android 15 doesn't necessarily mean an imminent update, it's an encouraging step forward. For those eager to stay ahead of the curve, keeping an eye on beta program announcements later this year might be worth it. The Galaxy A55 continues to stand out as a premium mid-range device, and its place in Samsung's lineup ensures it will receive the software updates and support it deserves. As we edge closer to the release of One UI 7.0 in 2025, benchmarks like these serve as a reminder that Samsung is working hard to deliver the best possible experience for its users. Let us know in the comments, are you excited to see Android 15 and One UI 7.0 on the Galaxy A55? Or are you more curious about Samsung's flagship lineup? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more updates on the latest tech. Now let's dive into the exciting showdown between two of the biggest heavyweights in the smartphone world, Apple's iPhone 16 Pro Max and Samsung's Galaxy S24 Ultra. Both of these phones push the boundaries of mobile technology, offering cutting-edge features and exceptional performance. But which one takes the crown as the best big phone of 2024? Let's dive in and compare them side by side. Design. Starting with the design, both phones have distinct looks that reflect their brand identities. The iPhone 16 Pro Max stays true to Apple's iconic rectangular shape with flat sides and soft corners. This year, it features an even slimmer bezel, allowing for a larger 6.9-inch display. Samsung's Galaxy S24 Ultra, on the other hand, keeps its sleek, curved edges and integrates the ever-popular S Pen, a feature unique to Samsung's Ultra series. Size-wise, the differences are minimal. The iPhone 16 Pro Max measures 163mm at 77.6mm, while the Galaxy S24 Ultra is slightly shorter, but a bit wider at 162.3mm at 79mm. That extra width allows room for the S Pen, which gives Samsung an edge in productivity. Apple, however, introduces something new this year, the camera control button, a capacitive touch key that allows for zooming and other camera controls with a swipe. When it comes to color options, Apple sticks with its sophisticated muted tones: white, black, natural, and the new Desert Titanium. Samsung goes for more variety with options like titanium violet and yellow. And for those ordering through Samsung's website, you get access to exclusive colors like titanium blue and green. Display. Now, onto the display. Both phones deliver top-tier screen technology. The iPhone 16 Pro Max boasts a 6.9-inch OLED display with a buttery-smooth 120Hz refresh rate. As with the iPhone 15 Pro series, you also get the always-on display feature, which lowers the refresh rate to just 1 Hz when the phone is idle. Samsung's Galaxy S24 Ultra isn't far behind with its stunning 6.8-inch AMOLED display that also supports 120Hz refresh rates and an always-on feature. One advantage Samsung brings is an anti-reflective coating, making outdoor visibility much easier in bright sunlight, something the iPhone lacks. Both displays are breathtakingly vibrant, but there are subtle differences in color. The iPhone 16 Pro Max tends to lean towards warmer yellowish tones, while the Galaxy S24 Ultra has a cooler, more tealish hue. A standout feature for the iPhone 16 Pro Max is its ability to drop its brightness to just 1 nit for easier nighttime viewing, great for late-night scrolling. Performance. Now let's talk about what's under the hood. The iPhone 16 Pro Max is powered by Apple's latest A18 Pro chip, built on a second-generation 3nm process. This makes it incredibly efficient, with significant improvements in heat dissipation and sustained performance compared to its predecessor, the A17 Pro chip. Samsung's Galaxy S24 Ultra is no slouch either. It runs on the Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 chip, custom-tuned for Galaxy devices. While the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 performs well, especially in gaming and graphics-intensive tasks, it tends to throttle a bit sooner than Apple's A18 Pro under extreme stress. In benchmark tests, the iPhone 16 Pro Max leads in CPU performance, while the Galaxy S24 Ultra takes the edge in 3D graphics, scoring slightly higher in peak performance. However, Apple's new chip excels in long-term sustained performance, so if you're planning on pushing your phone to its limits, the iPhone may have a slight edge. Camera next. Let's discuss one of the most critical aspects of any flagship phone, the cameras. The iPhone 16 Pro Max features a 48-megapixel main sensor paired with a new 48-megapixel ultra-wide sensor and a 12-megapixel telephoto lens with 5x optical zoom. Apple has also introduced a new lens coating to minimize lens flare, addressing a common complaint in previous models. On the flip side, Samsung's Galaxy S24 Ultra brings its camera game with a 200-megapixel main camera, a 50-megapixel zoom lens, a 10-megapixel telephoto camera with 3x zoom, and a 12-megapixel ultra-wide sensor. Samsung has packed in more megapixels, but remember, megapixels aren't everything. The iPhone tends to produce more natural-looking photos, whereas the Galaxy S24 Ultra sometimes leans into oversaturation, delivering more vibrant images. In low-light photography, both phones perform exceptionally well, but Samsung's larger sensor can capture more detail in some scenarios. For video, the iPhone takes the crown with its 4K recording at 120 frames per second, ideal for capturing stunning slow-motion footage. While Samsung's camera app offers tons of customization, Apple's new camera control button provides a more intuitive experience for videographers. Battery life and charging. In terms of battery life, the iPhone 16 Pro Max packs a 4,685 mAh battery, while the Galaxy S24 Ultra edges it out with a 5,000 mAh battery. Both phones are more than capable of lasting through a day of heavy use, but Samsung's slightly larger battery may give it a slight advantage. When it comes to charging, Samsung takes the lead. The Galaxy S24 Ultra supports 45-watt wired charging compared to the iPhone's 20-watt charging speed. Samsung also has reverse wireless charging, which allows you to charge other devices like earbuds on the back of your phone, something Apple's iPhone 16 Pro Max doesn't offer. Software. Lastly, let's compare software. Both iOS and One UI are polished, mature operating systems, but they offer different user experiences. The iPhone 16 Pro Max is a fantastic choice. But if you're looking for more customization options, better charging speeds, and love the idea of an S Pen, Galaxy S24 Ultra might be the perfect phone for you. Ultimately, both of these phones are top-tier devices with a ton to offer. Whichever one you choose, you're getting a powerful, feature-packed smartphone that will keep you ahead of the curve in 2024.